Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and to play some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Spartans will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Power football with the run. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. From the gun, give on the inside. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Nebraska! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the other. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Fedone. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Cornhuskers have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Out of the backfield, the running back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Kentucky.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Parachek. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's looking to throw on third and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught near the sticks. It's Conley. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Release to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It'll be a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Gates. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. And that one's incomplete. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the Spartans have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. On the run, it's Carter. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to pound it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Marsh. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And that is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Go straight ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Kentucky. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The run to the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Raiola. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. 3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this off.
Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. To the air, it's Raiola. Complete to the left. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. To the air on first down. He's right on target. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Lloyd. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Lloyd. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll immediately call timeout. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee down on the scoreboard. They'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Lincoln. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah.
Makes the grab down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. These are the type of throws that can make this Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all Michigan State fans go green, go white, go green, go white.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The noise level is relentless here on second down. They keep attacking through the air. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Now the play fake. And they can't make the connection. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
That makes the score Nebraska 21, Michigan State 20.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Huskers will punt this one away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Gates. What a cut, now he's loose. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
On the ground, it's Carter. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. The Spartans get it past the sticks. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wide out in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Sparty! And with that, they've gotten the lead here in the second half.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Slams it ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the punt high into the air. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gates. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. 1st down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
It's complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. one more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Direct snap. Touchdown, Huskers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Gets it out fast.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Marsh. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Gates. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He makes the connection.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Gates. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They go to the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24.
Encroach, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Gates. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.